raising the Tobagos. We growing like fresh tomatoes. Them boys on fire, too fuego. We pass it round hot potato. Everything is new wave. I'm with my sweetie.
Welcome to the Anime Unks podcast, your home for anime news, hot takes, and debates, anime around the world. This is episode 3. Right now, Brod's away in a hidden village somewhere, handling some business. He'll be back here probably later. Maybe he won't, just in case, the danger isn't solved, but we'll be waiting for him. What we got?
All right.
Man, Brod away like Sasuke, ain't it? He gonna pop up.
Did you you ain't even give us no little introduction, man. It's all right. So it's your boy FM Radio on the pod, David on the pod. Of course, Damo, introducing himself, ain't introducing nobody else, but it's cool. It's cool.
I didn't even introduce myself. I just do
it. This is Damo. This the Anime Unks podcast. Yeah, whatever, bro. All right. It's all you. It's the one man show. It's cool. Man, acting like Michael Jordan out here.
I'm David Ripley. All
right. So we're gonna start off with news, everybody. Got a lot of news topics that came out this week. I won't say that this is everything, but this is just some stuff that we picked out that is kind of important. So first thing we want to talk about is Netflix Avatar: The Last Airbender season 2. We got to see a little bit of what we're going to be expecting. What do y'all think about that? Y'all want to just give y'all a little quick take.
I think it's good that they're bringing it back. I'm missing nostalgia. We're missing that right now.
Yeah.
I miss
and with that is like, I'm gonna give my take next. Dave, what you think?
I'm a big fan of Avatar. I was late to the party, especially with the original. I didn't start watching the original Avatar till it was in season 2, but I love it now between that and Korra. But if you in the feet, this is about to be the season for you.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what it's gonna all be about. I even telling about the trailer. But no, honestly though, Toph is my favorite character hands down anyway.
Yeah.
With me being a Virgo, I'm an earth sign, and this is gonna be, we're gonna be in the earth kingdom. So I'm in.
So how y'all feel about the way that the characters got aged up? Like not aged up like artificially, but like the characters aged, the actors aged, and we kind of seeing that now that like they're getting a little too old for their roles now. Aang was like 11 years old to start the Avatar or some shit like that. He's like 11 or 12. He looked like he's 16 now.
I mean, it's kind of like what 16, Things, right?
Say all what?
Actors it's like Stranger Things, right? Man, all the characters like 32 years old.
But Stranger Things didn't have a source material, so they could afford to make a time skip in show to explain why the characters grew up a little bit, like because in this newest season it starts out there in high school, right? And it explains it because it's been a couple years, since before, and I think there was another time jump too, somewhere in there, and so
it's been 4 years I think altogether in Stranger Things. So it would make sense if y'all started off like in like the 8th grade. Yeah, you would be like junior.
Not even then. They was. I think they were in elementary school when it first started.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Like they were little kids. They were little kids when it first started, bro. Like even the actors themselves, were probably like pretty young.
Yeah, so. I'm talking about like it went from like 83 to like 87. If you're just going by how like the show itself.
Yeah. Yeah.
But with Avatar, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I'm just glad we got to see it. I know Aang look like he's shaving now.
Yeah, but I'm not, I ain't mad about it because, bro, as long as the writing is good, or the story, the action is good, and all that, like we can overlook the fact that the character's aged. But All right. So next thing, Supergirl trailer came out this week. With the success of Superman, the new Superman movie that came out this year. What do y'all think about Supergirl? Y'all think that it's gonna match that success?
No. Absolutely not.
I think it's more going to hinge on her being a female why people might be a little weary about it. But it's gonna be a pretty decent story.
I think the fact that Lobo is in it is gonna kind of amplify the popularity. Lobo is a fan favorite. It's almost like a Deadpool list, type character. It's like he's like a comedic relief, but also hella powerful, in his own right. In the comics and in the cartoons, he didn't fought Kryptonians, so
Captain Marvel flop.
Yeah.
Technically, yes, because of how much they put into it, but it wasn't that bad.
See, a lot of people claim they didn't like Captain Marvel because of Brie Larson. A lot of people act like they didn't like Brie Larson for some reason.
What's their problem with her? Yeah,
I have no idea, bro. I have see, we women, we men, and it's hard to understand why you would like dislike a woman if she was like. Let's look at the girl from Star Wars. Talk about the Gina Carano. She was making like some political type comments and stuff that ruffled feathers. I don't remember if it was racist or not, but I think it was like political. She was making some political comments and whatnot. It was ruffled a lot of feathers. Got her dismissed from her role. Kind of blackballed. She won that. I think she won that lawsuit, by the way. But
yeah. That was in the Mandalorian.
Yeah, the Mandalorian. Yeah, but like Brie Larson, like I don't know of anything that she's done to that extent, so I don't know why it flopped. But all that's to say that for Supergirl, they got a good actress as far as like she's popular. She was in House of the Dragon. She played young
Millie Alcock or something like that.
Yeah, Millie Alcock. Yeah, she played the young I forgot her name.
It's been a while.
We about to get season 3 of that soon.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that it could do okay, man. I want to hope that it could do good, despite the fact that it's a female lead. So because I think among us here on this podcast, we kind of all are lovers of nerd culture, movies, cartoons, anime, and whatnot. We don't look at it's a woman lead. That's not that don't matter, bro, because there's a lot of good women in anime and comics, in manga, whatever it is. It's like a lot of female characters, a lot of good female characters. I ain't tripping off of that. So I hope it do well. All right. So World Trigger getting an anime reboot. I don't know if y'all have watched that or read it. I love the series. I read the manga and I watched all the anime. Y'all know what World Trigger is?
No, let's educate us, senpai.
All right.
Yeah, it's something you told me about.
I'm just gonna give a short, quick, brief, just introduction to it. It's set in a world. It's set in Japan, in a world where these creatures invaded Japan from another dimension, basically. And when they invaded, they did a lot of damage, but also humanity was able to fight back and learn a lot and take a lot of technology and make a lot of technology from the invading, the invaders. And so humanity basically established the organization to fight against those invaders. And the characters in World Trigger, they are all middle school to high school students, mostly high school.
Of course.
Yeah, but they're basically like military, they're a military, not the military, but they're a military entity. They're high schoolers, and their power system is based on this thing called Trion bodies, where they can make an artificial body to fight in, that if the artificial body dies, the real person won't die. So not a lot of stakes when it comes to death in the series, but they use Trion bodies. When they use their Trion bodies are kind of like almost like enhanced, and they can use special weapons, which they call triggers. And triggers can be swords. There's different kinds of swords they can use. guns, different types of guns they could use. They could use like handguns, assault rifles, Gatling guns. They can use other projectiles which are not guns, but they can like almost like manifest them. Like what's the best comparison? You know in Naruto the little orbs that the Sage of Six Path characters use.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about the Truth Seeker orbs. It's like that. It's like they can make like little orbs that shoot at people. And then the last thing is like you can make like shields and stuff. So they can do all this different stuff. But that's the premise is that is basically high schoolers fighting against invaders from another dimension.
That's
how it starts out. That's how it starts out. But it's dope though, and it's also a very intellectual series in terms of like there's a lot of strategy. Because most of the beginning of the series is not them fighting against the invaders. It's them like introducing the power system of the world and how these characters interact with each other. Like they have to fight each other to rank up. And there's different ranks. And so the ranks determine like what you can do, like what you can like missions you can go on and whatnot. That's a dope series. But
okay,
it got like three seasons in the original series. I don't know. So I don't know if this reboot is like a season 4 or if it's starting from the beginning, but I'm excited for it.
Sounds gonna be a good video game.
It sounds like the Avatar.
Bro, it is literally like a video game type of plot. It would be like a good video game. Also very applicable to like real life. Like we could actually like live that. We could actually live that. You know how like robots are like AI and robots. Imagine you could pilot a robot remotely and go into war with it. Something very similar. All right, so Chainsaw Man movie is out on Crunchyroll. It came out this week on Crunchyroll. I ain't watched it yet, but I'm happy that it came out so quickly because I didn't go to the movies and see it, unfortunately.
I definitely went to go see that. It was really good. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Okay. Yeah, it was fire.
I hate that they take it so long to give us a season 2 of a Chainsaw Man. Because when the season 1 came out, it came out like the same year as like Jujutsu Kaisen and some other shit. Like it came out during a packed year. So yeah, I hope that we can get a season 2 soon.
Are you familiar with Chainsaw Man though? Right?
I haven't read the manga, but I'm familiar a little bit with like what happens,
it was like outside. This explosion. Yeah, this explosion chick. Yeah, Lord have mercy. Yeah. It was dope, man. It was dope.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, it's definitely worth the watch because it's the girl that can blow stuff up. I don't even know what they call them. I can't remember what they call them now.
She looked like Chainsaw Man, but instead of chains, she got bombs everywhere.
She got bombs. Yeah, it looked crazy.
Chainsaw Man really do kind of like play on like how like us as men, the shit that we be like gravitate towards, like guns, chainsaws, blades, and guns. There's a gun devil.
Yeah,
like she's
the bomb devil. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, she dope though. Like it's a great.
Yeah. I heard the romance of it is very dope too. Like
it's weird.
Yeah,
it's weird, and then you get to a point where you be like, oh, I see what's happening now. Yeah, and then
I see people talk about it online. I'm like, okay, all right, like
it was a slow start, but I guess it wasn't slow. They was building the world out and the romance.
The romance of Chainsaw Man already is weird. Like, like Denji already is a weird character to begin with. Like the stuff that, like the women that interest him. Like when you you do a checklist of the women that interest him, the most toxic, worst females that you could ever imagine. That he likes. Like it's already a weird series when it comes to romance. Like it's definitely not your typical romances in this series, but so I'm gonna make mention of a couple people that passed away this week, man. Some characters that you might remember from your childhood. Jeff Garcia, the voice actor for Sheen from Jimmy Neutron, passed away this week. Jim Ward, the voice actor for Doug Dimmadome and Chechu Betcha, from Fairly Odd Parents, passed away this week. And Cary Hiroyuki Tagawa passed away. He played Shang Tsung in the Mortal Kombat movies.
I ain't gonna lie, you killed that name because when you said that, I was like, man,
Bro,
that's Shang Tsung, but I can't pronounce it at all.
I read so many like Asian names, like it's crazy, bro. Like I'm not perfect, but I be reading so many in my daily life that like I'm just like at this point, I feel like I be pronouncing them. I be pronouncing them somewhat good.
I would have butchered that.
I would have butchered that. All right, so you next. One of the biggest Japanese streaming platforms reveals their top 10 most watched anime of 2025. Want to know what y'all's thoughts on this? You know, just give off y'all short, quick thoughts after I read the list off of what you think belonged, what y'all think didn't belong. Apothecary Diaries season 2 was number 1.
I don't see why that's up there. It's not in my list. I don't even see it popping up on my Crunchyroll list, so that shouldn't be up there. Go ahead.
I ain't gonna lie, it was really good though.
It's really good. Yeah, it's really I understand, Damien. It's an acquired taste. It's an acquired taste.
Yeah.
It's an acquired
if you're in a slice of life though, too.
Yeah.
But season 2 got to it though, man. It was a little bit of action at the end. It was crazy. I thought it was just all like doctor stuff. Like, yo, she gonna be healing. I'm like, I'm into it, and I don't know why I'm into it. I have no idea.
It's an acquired taste, bro. It's like when you first start like alcohol. Did you realize you like I like alcohol just because I like alcohol. Like, you know, you was like, damn, it's kind of.
See, Dave, when you said go crazy,
this make me feel kind of good.
Else, like Dragon Ball Z, My Hero, Bleach. When I hear somebody say, "Oh man, season 2 went crazy," I'm thinking, "Oh, somebody that pulled out Shikai went Bunkai, somebody went Super Saiyan 4 went."
But those aren't acquired tastes. That's the norm.
Yeah.
You know, that's what everybody.
In the dialogue, how you go crazy with Slice of Life?
You know
he
what?
Graduated.
Okay,
story, bro. Story.
Yeah, the story. Like after watching season 1, building your way up to season 2, you be like, oh, there's some real shit going on in this castle. Like, it's so crazy. It's almost like watching a mystery.
But
like by the time you get to the end of it, you be like, oh, shit going she's a little crazy. She got kidnapped. Like they got good.
This is like soap operas for anime lovers.
Yeah.
Because I love the drama. I love the drama of it. But anyways, all right. So number 2, what's going on? What you gonna say?
I was gonna say, you ever see the movie Gone Girl with Ben Affleck?
No, I ain't never seen it.
I'm about to say it's some movies are just so good. Yeah, it's just all dialogue. Like I'm like, yo, this was really dope. It's like it's a mystery. But keep going.
Number 2, Sakamoto Days.
I wouldn't put it number 2, but it is a good show.
It was good. I enjoyed it personally.
It starts off weird because you be like, oh, I see what's going on. And then it gets super serious and people start dying. You be like, oh, this is all right.
On a side note, with Sakamoto Days, I say if y'all like that type of genre of like assassins and shit like that, what's the name of that series, man? Wait a second, I tell you. Yozakura Family. Mission Yozakura Family.
Is that the boy with the red hair who marries the girl?
Yeah,
the brother want to kill him.
Yeah. He ends up being the target of not target. It's the girl. Him and the girl are childhood friends. She ends up being the target of assassinations because she is the next future head of a assassin family.
Yes.
And so they end up getting married, and he makes it his mission to protect her.
Yeah, I like that.
But he starts out, he has no powers, no nothing, and the assassins in this family teach him assassination like techniques and shit.
Yes.
But they're all like assassin masters. So
but he gets really good really fast.
He eventually gets good, but it's like same thing as like My Hero Academia. It's earned strength, not really, I'm gonna say, okay, because My Hero Academia, like One for All was gifted to him, but you remember he had to kind of like
figure out how to use
the ability to use it properly. And before even getting it, you remember he had to work out and do all that shit. So very much so earned strength that he gets. But Solo Leveling season 2 was number 3. I think that's crazy. That should have been number 1, honestly. But I'm gonna say why that is not. I know it's not number 1 because this is the biggest Japanese streaming platform. You next. This is their top 10. Solo Leveling is not Japanese, and I feel as though that there's probably some prejudice on the part of Japanese fans. It is. I've been reading into it. I don't want to talk too much about it because we're not from Japan, so I don't know the intricacies of why they do some of the things that they do. But there is some prejudice about Solo Leveling when it comes to Japanese folks. They're they're fans, but also it's like it's not their baby. It's a Korean baby. So
it's something weird going on when they switch the story. The anime switched that story up with how Japan did them on the island. You could tell when they left that whole thing out.
I think that what's happening is that the industry, China and Korea, are starting to come up when it comes to their manhwa, or donghua. I think the Chinese folks call it donghua. But manhwa and donghua are coming up, and they're starting to meet the same quality as anime and manga. So I think that might be why it's 3, because season 2 cooked. That was the fight with Beru. They cooked. They really cooked with that season. I don't know. I don't understand. But number 4, Dandadan season 2. Gas.
That should be higher.
Gas.
That should be higher.
Orb.
It's 4, but it should be higher.
Number 5, Orb on the Movements of the Earth. Never heard of it. Don't know what that is.
I've never heard of it. I'm going to have to look that up.
We're going to skip it. The Water Magician.
Excellent.
It was good.
I like it.
It was good. I liked it. I don't got nothing bad to say about it really. Kaiju number 8, season 2. It was gas.
Yes.
The beginning after the end. We were just talking about this, David. I enjoyed the manhwa. The anime missed a lot of marks when it came to animation.
I never read the book.
And music. Because I think that Hiroyuki Sawano, the guy who made the soundtrack for Solo Leveling, he should have been on the beginning after the end, bro. Because the beginning after the end got that high fantasy type of vibe to it, and he's known for making the soundtracks for 7 Deadly Sins, Gundam. He's done Gundam. He has done a little bit of everything. If I'm not mistaken, he did the opening sequence for what was that series that just came out recently? I can't think of it, but he has done a lot of soundtracks. So I feel like they could have done better with the soundtrack. They could have done better with animation, because that's one I loved. It's near and dear to my heart. I'm current on the manhwa. I love it. But number 9, Dr. Stone Science Future. That was gas. I love Dr. Stone.
Yes, it's over now. I can't wait to watch it all.
Yeah. And the 2 Perfect Saint.
Never heard of this.
Yeah, don't know. I don't know that one, but I don't know that one. So 2 on the list we don't know, but the rest of it, mostly gas. They got a lot right.
What would y'all add? Do you have any?
I can't think of something that you watched. Man. I had to go to my list. I got a whole list, but I had to go to my list. But there's definitely some good ones that I would add in there that probably didn't make that list. But if I had more time, I would love to go into that more in depth, because that's that could be a whole hour conversation of what didn't make it. It couldn't have made
some of the stuff that they didn't get on there. You'd be like, dog.
Yeah.
Damn.
All right. So next thing we're gonna talk about is the Game Awards. Game Awards 2025 is a hot topic discussion right now, man.
Okay.
I don't really want to go to. Well, I mean, we can,
we can talk about the big winners.
I mean,
the Expedition.
Expedition 33, which I'm gonna go and plug it. Because I played it, loved it. It's on my top 5 of all games I ever played.
Absolutely.
It's I loved it, bro. That was a good game. Amazing.
Okay.
But and it also my personal experience with grief. I lost my father a couple years ago, man. So my own experience with grief. The story hit for me in a way that it made me even think a little bit about my own experience with grief. So I just think that anything game that has a story that good that can almost kind of like make you think about yourself, your life, and shit you got going on. That was a good story.
Very good.
Yeah, but yeah, it
won one of the
awards.
best soundtracks I've ever heard in my life. Hands down, one of the best soundtracks.
Voice acting, one of the best voice acting that I've ever heard. And also they did all that on a $10 million budget, apparently.
Yeah.
9 awards at the Game Awards, the most awards ever won ever. But like we said, we gonna go into some of the winners. So game of the year, Expedition 33. Let's see, best game direction, Expedition 33. Best narrative, Expedition 33. Best art direction, Expedition 33.
Yeah, they won 9 of the 11 that they were in.
Best score and music, Expedition 33. Best audio design, Battlefield 6.
Yeah, I agree.
Best performance, Ben Starr, Expedition 33.
Mm-hmm.
Seconds. Go back.
I'm sorry.
No, it was Jennifer.
The girl.
English. Jennifer.
Yeah,
English
the girl.
Performance.
I'm gonna say the girl.
Innovation and accessibility. Doom: The Dark Ages.
Never played that, but people did love it.
Games for Impact, South of Midnight. I think you played that, didn't you?
Yes, that is a fantastic game. Especially, with y'all being from the South, all that shit will be right up y'all's alley.
Best ongoing game, No Man's Sky. Makes sense.
Yeah, I
update that shit every couple months.
Shoot.
Best community support, Baldur's Gate 3. Makes sense. That game also updates frequently. And they are very transparent with their community. Best independent game, Expedition 33. Best debut indie game, Expedition 33. Best mobile game, Uma Musume Pretty Derby. Never played it.
I don't do the mobile stuff.
Hey, I don't do mobile games no more, bro. I got a traumatic story about mobile games, man. I went through a brief period of gambling addiction where I want to say I probably spent upwards of maybe close to $5,000 on mobile games across a couple of years. Not proud of that.
Oh yeah, they was
not proud of that at all, bro. That was very much so an addiction. Best VR AR game, The Midnight Walk. Don't know too much about that. I don't do VR AR.
Yeah, my wife do VR.
Best action game, Hades 2. It's actually well deserved. I played Hades 2 when it was in the what you call it, the early access. Yeah, early access. Yeah. Best action adventure game, Hollow Knight Silksong.
Okay.
Yeah, Hollow Knight 1, I think, also won some awards too when it came out. But I think Damien Ghost of Yote was also nominated. You played that.
Yep. It definitely was nominated.
Okay.
I don't think they won nothing though.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Best RPG, Expedition 33. Best fighting game, Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves.
I was shocked by that, but I think that might have been the only one that came out this year.
2XKO, I think, also came out, which a lot of people think like too. So I don't know. That's that League of Legends
Legends fighting game that's based on like Arcane and all that.
Yeah. Best family game, Donkey Kong Bonanza.
They say it's good.
Makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, I heard it was really good.
I'll never know. I don't have a Switch, and I have no plans.
Best sim strategy, Final Fantasy Tactics, The Evilest Chronicles.
Yeah, I love that. I beat that too.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That makes sense.
But I'm an old school. Yeah, I played it back in 97. So yeah.
Best sports racing game, Mario Kart World. That makes sense. Mario Kart will always forever be undefeated. Like that's like they always make a banger, and it's always good because it's a family game and it's a good party game.
I be feeling like it's the same old though.
It was good. You remember Mario Kart on the Switch? I'm not on the Switch, on the Wii, on the Wii.
Oh, the Wii.
Mario Kart on the Wii. The Wii leveled that shit up because you could just hold the steering wheel. You didn't have to nothing. Yeah, that was dope. Best multiplayer game, Arc Raiders. I can attest. I played Arc Raiders. It's really good. I know a
It
lot of
looks
people
good.
complain about it though because of it's an extraction shooter and it has PvP aspects. And
Oh yeah,
once you go in there, you go in there with your shit. You can get killed by other players and lose all your shit. And
that's why I have
it's
not
not,
played it yet.
yeah, it's not forgiving when it comes to losing your shit. Like once you lose your shit, you lose your shit.
It's unless you got like the blueprints or something for it, then you can just recreate
Still,
it.
you
But
got to
damn,
craft it. You got to craft it with stuff that you get in
yeah,
match. So you still, if you lose your shit, you like it's very devastating. Yeah, that's most of it. Best adaptation, Last
it's
of Us
good.
season 2. I
Oh, I
actually
saw that.
have not watched it. Season 1 was pretty
Good.
good though.
Yeah, season 2 was good, man.
Most anticipated game,
Oh,
Grand Theft
of
Auto
course.
6.
Grand Theft Auto 6. That's not gonna come out next year. I don't know what people thinking. I think they're gonna push it back
Yeah, hopefully not.
because they're not gonna bring a game out while they in the lawsuit. That'd be crazy.
Then they had Content Creator of the Year. Moist Critical won that. I don't know too much about Moist Critical. I know Kai's in that, but I don't know too much about Moist Critical. But yeah, that's most of them. That's most of the important ones.
Yeah.
And then also like like the games that that had trailers.
Now that I
Yeah.
thought was the best part about the night.
Yeah, man. I say that
I know we got
Phantom Blade Zero was good. That trailer for that was good.
that looked good, but that been looking good though. We've been seeing that
yeah.
for what, about a year and a half, 2 years now.
Yeah. Lords of the Fallen 2. Excited for that. I played Lords of the Fallen 1. That was an amazing game.
Okay.
If you're into Souls likes,
Nah.
yeah, it's a Souls like. It's a Souls like, bro. Neo 3, I think. If I'm saying, did Neo 3 have a trailer or was it? I'm trying to think of something else.
I don't remember seeing one. But that it has one, but I don't think it was there.
We saw a trailer for these are just ones that I marked on my list. Mega Man Dual Override, another Mega Man game that's gonna be exciting.
Yeah, it's a roguelike, but all right, I guess.
Yeah, and then we got Warhammer 40,000 Total War.
Yeah, that's one of those like
a strategy
what is those
RPG
games? Strategy game.
Yeah. Divinity, which is being made by the same studio that made Baldur's Gate 3.
Larian Studio. Yeah, Larian.
Yeah.
Now that looks good. That was it, but we're about 2 years out from that game even. But I'm watching.
I think for me the biggest one was the Star Wars Fate of the Old Republic. Just because I played, we played Knights of the Old Republic. And this is supposed to be the sequel to the second one. So
what's the guy's name? Something Casey. They say
Dan Casey.
Dan Casey, yeah. So he did both Knights 1 and 2, and he did all the Mass Effect trilogy. So
is it Dan Casey?
I don't know. It's something Casey.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know, man.
Armed with that knowledge, I got a little bit more faith in what they can do with some Star Wars at this point.
Yeah.
If he did those 5 games.
Yeah. I'm excited for it. I mean, I really want them to just evolve and expand on the original system of that point and click strategy. Kind of like I don't want an action RPG. Like I don't want another like Fallen Order, and Jedi Fallen Order and Jedi Survivor did that very well. I don't want another action RPG. I want them to expand on that point and click strategy because like you can't go into a fight just like half caught. Like you really got to think about what you're doing. Like you gotta like you remember how you could like if there was a bunch of enemies standing around like something that was explosive, you blow the explosive shit up. Yep.
Yeah.
Or you could shoot through walls and shit. Like it was, you really had to like think about what you was doing before you do it because even though you a Jedi, you could literally walk into a fight and die to a bunch of characters. That's not even Jedi.
You ain't walk in right. You ain't have the right setup, the right people. Because it still shows on the trailer that you can roll in with like 2 people with you. And I think it'd be more Mass Effect than like the Jedi. You still got your 2 people with you. You can use cover or it feels like it'd be more Mass Effect than
I'm hoping that it works out. All right, we're gonna proceed. This is all the news. This is all the news.
Wait a minute, because I was giving y'all a minute to talk.
Oh damn, my bad, bro. I know you. Look, you got to interrupt me.
Y'all ran through it. I was waiting. Look, I was waiting. So, all right, video game awards. I did not appreciate it. I felt like a lot of those games did not deserve to be up there outside of Expedition 33. Expedition 33 came out earlier in the year. I will give it its credit because it did win all the awards. It was a good game, even though I didn't like it. All right, cool. Everything else came out around May, June, July, and August, towards the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Slight pass, because we kind of gave those mid-year entries and gave them the entire year for video games. What I did not like was Arc Raiders came out in October, and at the end of October, for that matter, the Video Game Awards entries came out shortly after, and somehow, some way, they win the entire awards for best multiplayer. How does that happen?
I'll tell you.
I think that is very unfair. If you had to compare it to music, it would be the equivalent of somebody that may have made a new artist that may have made a song and charted the charts all year round just for Chris Brown to come out in October, make a hit record for the holidays, and all of a sudden he has the #1 record hit for the year. That's insane.
Damo, I will tell you why. I'm gonna read off some numbers for you. Really, I just pulled it up. I understand your gripe, though. See, the funny thing about the Game Awards is that it, like the cutoff, it could be anything that released up to the cutoff. Mm-hmm. So it's like but I think the cutoff is like sometime in like November, because games that release in December, of course, can't make it into the award show, so they go into the next year. But Arc Raiders currently, right now, as of 25 minutes ago, has 253,000 people currently playing.
Of course it does.
The all-time peak, 460,000 people played. This game has been out for 2 months now. It has sustained an average number of 264,000 across November, and across the last 30 days, 232,000. And so right now, but hear me out. Right now, it is the third most played game on Steam. This is Steam. Now, this ain't including console, but my point is that I understand what you mean. I think that the reason why it made it onto the Game Awards and won was because it broke records for like what we expect for these types of games. It had a very, very, very strong start, and
it's valid.
Even though it did not do it for a whole year like some of these other games, I think that for the Game Awards, since there is a cutoff of October or whatever, you can't discount it, because what are they going to do? If they're going to do the Game Awards, well, it got to be a game that released earlier in the year. If that's the case, you make the cutoff earlier in the year. But it's like, if the Game Awards for the year and this game happen to come out later in the year but do better than a lot of games did in their first 2 months.
I'm not arguing it.
It's just hard to
logistics and the numbers.
Fit it in.
I understand. I can read the paper.
Where you fit it in.
I can read the paper and tell and look and see. I said all that based off of knowing how many active players there are, how many people have been at the office. I know all of this already. That does not change my opinion on it at all.
Where do you fit it in at, though?
If I announced that I had a game that was going to come out before the year started, you have all these heavy hitters, all these top charting games, all these anticipated games, and everything comes out around the same time, right? We try to talk early first quarter, mid quarter, around May, August, when the rest of these games come out.
Yeah.
Obviously, that game, if Arc Raiders would have came out in January, February, right? It would not be where it's at right now, simply because by the time we get close to the end of the year, all those big games that everybody anticipated the year prior have already gotten their hype out of the way. So now everybody's waiting for the next big game, which was what? Grand Theft Auto 6, which got delayed again, and then whatever other games, multiplayer games we have, which is pretty much nothing. We have nothing else out.
But I'm gonna raise this point again, bro, is that in 2 months, 2.5 months, they did numbers that nobody else has done.
Still,
so it's like when you look at sports, if a quarterback come in the league as a rookie and lead his team to the playoffs and to a Super Bowl, and he does that for the first couple of years, he might go down as one of the best quarterbacks of all time, just off of the strength of he did what he did only in his first couple of years in the league, even though he may have fallen off or got injured and never played again. And so when you look at sports, it's like sometimes it's your body of work that gets you critical acclaim, but sometimes it's that short stint where you are peak that gets you critical acclaim. And I think that you see that with games too, is that if you break records in the first couple months of your release, even if you fall off, people still look at you like you really did something, because Power World did that too. Power World, you remember Power World came out and like broke records too. It was crazy. And then now Power World ain't even played for real.
Sandwiches.
Hey, Power World is still kind of going strong in like
it ain't doing the numbers it used to. I think that right now
sandwiches all year round.
Yeah.
And here we are in December, and I give you a steak.
It can't be.
Is that the best meal that you've ever had in your life?
I'm telling you, is that
only good because I gave it to you after months of eating sandwiches. I'm just
telling you that it can't be. You can't only consider the body of work, because if you say a game that released in January and we get to November and it's the cutoff, and this game had consistent numbers throughout the year and did well, but Arc Raiders came out in September, October, and it broke records in its first couple months. You got to say this game broke crazy records in its first couple months. That game didn't, but that game also was more consistent. So wait, I'm gonna frame it with the sports comparison, is that if you got a guy who comes in and he is able to perform insane in his first couple years, do you want him to be your franchise guy from that first couple years, or do you want the guy who had a long sustained career of averageness? And so I'd say in video games, I would love the game that has the averageness throughout their stint. But
I got a question.
I don't know. Yeah.
All right, Damo. I got a question. Like, okay, the award they got was for best multiplayer game?
Best multiplayer game. You want to know what else was on that list?
Yeah, what else? What could have won? What else is on the list?
So again,
Battlefield 6.
Okay.
Elden Ring, Night Rain, Peak.
If I gave everything
Split Fiction.
Same, all right. I'm gonna say this, and this is kind of gonna be my argument here.
Yeah.
If I gave every game that could contend alongside Arc Raiders the same platform, the same release date, and everything, right? You have Helldivers.
That you can't.
There was another game. There was another game they released.
Helldivers came out last year.
Helldivers was last year, and it won awards.
You have the most anticipated game on the chart, and they've been announcing Grand Theft Auto 6 for the longest.
No, but it's still anticipated. But what I'm saying is that Helldivers won awards last year. Actually, did win awards last year, I think.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
So it's the year that you release. It can't be be
outside of Battlefield. I don't see anybody who could have beat him.
Elden Ring Night Rain was good, but it also fell off. Like it did good at first, but it fell off. So
but that was something that was a continuation of something that already was established.
Out of all the ones that was nominated, Battlefield 6, Elden Ring, Night Rain, Peak, and Split Fiction, ain't no competition really with Arc Raiders. I'm not gonna lie to you. Battlefield 6, the best competition, and Battlefield 6 has mixed reviews. So I get what you're saying, Damo. You don't want to give preference to something that might end up falling off later, but you can't include Arc Raiders on next year's Game Awards because it came out this year.
I don't care
because that's not fair. That's not fair to next year's games to be like, oh, let's include Arc Raiders and then not give it to them when they fall off next year when they release this year for a reason. That's why they choose the release windows sometimes, is because they know that it's going to be a competitive year. That's what Grand Theft Auto doing.
And that's my argument. The window, the window there. Because again, if Grand Theft Auto 6 comes out next year, right?
Yeah.
we got a lot of games coming out next year. You know, Wolverine has been hyped up.
And
you got
Grand Theft Auto probably gonna win best multiplayer too.
You got a couple samurai games coming out next year. So we got some fire shit coming out, right?
Yeah. It's some gas coming out next year. But
if Grand Theft Auto 6 comes out, it don't matter what time of the year, but let's just give it the Arc Raiders timeline. It comes out in October. The Game Awards list gets released for you to vote in November.
If Grand Theft Auto breaks records,
bullshit
in the first month or two,
bullshit.
They gonna get it. I'm not saying the voting system is perfect. I'm just telling you my personal justification.
Grand Theft Auto is one of those games. It don't matter when it comes out.
Bro,
it could come out January. It's gonna get all kind of awards.
This one is gonna be this one. I told my wife. I told my wife I was like, I'm not even the Grand Theft Auto guy. You know, for real. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I played it when I was a kid, and it was interesting, fun for me back when I was a kid. It fulfilled like a little itch, you know, and like every kid, you know, you want to, kill people and steal cars. You know what I'm saying? But I think that this Grand Theft Auto 6 is gonna do what 2K does to an even more amplified extent. This is gonna ruin marriages and relationships. Relationships gonna be ruined. Relationships with kids gonna be ruined. Your folks gonna neglect their children.
I'm taking off.
People gonna lose their jobs. They're gonna be late for work. They're gonna call off work.
Yeah, I'm using PTO.
This is gonna change lives, bro. This game is gonna change lives in a way that we ain't never seen nobody do in games ever.
I agree with you. I'm not even a Grand Theft Auto person either, but I'm playing this. I'm playing it.
I'll tell y'all this, man. When I was in college, I failed an entire semester's worth of classes. I'm sorry, Mom. I don't think I ever told my mom this. I failed an entire semester worth of classes because I played Skyrim. I was playing Elder Scrolls Skyrim, and I would choose to. I wake up, crank up Skyrim. I got class at 8:00. Yeah, no, I ain't going to class today. And so I understand what the extent of like what can happen, the bad things that can happen, when you find yourself playing a good game that you love and it's addicting. Grand Theft Auto gonna fuck up a lot of lives, bro.
Let me ask y'all this, man.
Yeah,
because I went to class, I went to college and do stuff like that. Yeah. Now that we adults, man, how do y'all feel with playing games with no like real responsibility, dog? It's got to be like the greatest. It's the greatest feeling I've ever had.
It's a good feeling. It's a good feeling. And looking back, of course, hindsight, everything is better, and when you're looking at hindsight. But I was not playing a lot of games when I was in college. I won't lie to you. I grew up playing games my whole life, and I went to college and I was partying and doing a lot of things I probably shouldn't have been doing. I ain't gonna speak on it here, but doing a lot of stuff I shouldn't have been doing. Games took a back seat. I was playing 2K a lot because me and my homeboys play 2K and Madden, NCAA, and gamble. We gamble, like $5 games. We playing $5. We playing $5 games, whatever. We meet up, play $5 games, whatever, and we had tournaments and stuff, like in house. That was my gaming that I did a lot of when I was in college, and I had to catch up on it when I got out of college, and that's why Skyrim had been out already. Skyrim wasn't new at that point. I picked up Skyrim late, but I fell in love with it. So I don't know, Damon. I mean, what about you, man? What you think about that?
Playing games when I didn't have much responsibility was pretty much the difference between now where I'm speed running games because I obviously have to do it, otherwise I won't get it done. And back then, doing it because it was just something that was fun. I could do it optionally. I could take my time back then. I can sit in the same area on the map and not worry about getting lost or forgetting what I did the last time I played because I could play every day. Right now, with all this responsibility, I pick up a game, play Skyrim, Grand Theft Auto, hell, even Ghost of Yotei.
Yeah.
And now, when I pick up the controller and I'm in the middle of a boss battle, and I'm having to remind myself what controls do what because I haven't touched it in so long. It's a lot different now than it was back then.
Damn. Yeah,
Damn.
I understand that.
I got way more time to play now than I used to.
But see, like you older and established, you know,
Yeah.
you say like me and Damo, we early 30s, you know, like you're a little bit older than us. You established, bro.
Yeah,
You got
my kids.
I don't want to call your age, but I mean, you know, we anime unks.
Yeah.
You know, David is the unk of anime unks. So
Yeah.
you know, you really established, bro. So you got like a lot, you got the same responsibilities, but a lot less pressure on you because you really have established your life. So I think that once you establish your life and you really got everything in order, like you got your house, you know, you got your kids, you know, growing up healthy and you know happy, and your grandkids even, you know,
Yeah, I
growing
got
up healthy,
grandkids.
happy. It's like I think that it takes a little bit of the burden off of the fact that like, you know, like we can't play games all the time. But it's like, you know, me and Damo, we still trying to build our life, you know, and we still trying to get things in order and, you know, get our kids all set up. And so I do find that there's sometimes, man, where I feel too tired to play games or too tired to do other things. And I'll rather take a nap or, you know, something, or, you know, I have to go to, you know, like it's different stuff, bro. And so it's like I also compare it to like even where you're at, David. It's like when like you look at people who retired, they end up having too much time on their hands.
Oh man, I can't wait.
And you know, and it's like you end up having too much time on your hands. Now the little things that you used to do that you didn't have time for are even too free and available for you. Now you got to find extra shit. Like, you know, you find people that retire, and now they got to travel the world because it's not enough just to play video games. You know, it's like now I want to go to Japan, or I want to travel to Europe, you know, or you want to go and, you know, nigga, we just play games right now. But imagine going to the Game Awards, going to
that's my plan. That's my
going to E3, you know,
my next steps.
And that's
E3 is about dead.
And if you know, God bless the fact that we was able to make it this far, because you know we in our 30s and 40s, you know, and you know, as Black men, I just want to say I think that I appreciate that we are all healthy and, you know, living a good life, you know, and I hope that we can see a lot more years, because if we do make it to that point where we're able to retire and hopefully retire early, you know, we can do stuff like that, you know, carefree, you know. You know, we could go to the award shows, we can go and, you know, to these conventions, and, you know, and we can play the demos of new games that's coming out. Like, we can do all that. But right now, you know, most of us in our, you know, 30s and, you know, 20s, we still trying to make it, man. So, you know, it's like I think that also makes a big difference. And it's like, yeah, when you playing games as a college student with no worries, I think you also are in a headspace where you do have shit that you're supposed to be worrying about, but also it's not on your ticket. It, you know, it's often your parents and your financial aid. So,
yeah,
you know, if it was coming out of your pockets, it would be a different story. But we're going to move on, because, you know, we had a long gaming discussion, and this is the Anime Unk podcast. So we got to talk about the anime. Got a couple things I want to, you know, just throw at y'all. All right. So, you know, just as far as stuff that came out this week, you know, happened this week in anime and gaming. I'm sorry, not anime. I'm sorry, anime and manga. It's Record of Ragnarok season 3 came out. Did y'all watch it?
No, not yet.
You watched the demo?
Nope.
All right. So I watched it. I ain't gonna spoil it, you know what I'm saying? But animation has definitely improved.
That's why I didn't watch the first season. I don't know nothing about Record of Ragnarok.
Yeah, but the animation improved, and this season's fights also were some of the best fights of the series, in my opinion. Story wise, yeah, I mean, as far as action, you know, as far as like the action, I mean, it could be arguable. It depends on who you like. But I think as far as story wise, the characters that fought this season were all like very solid story wise, very high emotion. So kind of made you feel away a little bit too.
Okay, they getting a little bit of money behind it,
but they did good though. It was a big improvement from season 2.
All right, good.
So Gachi Akata episode 22 came out last Sunday. We're gonna talk about, since if you start your week on a Sunday, it came out last Sunday. I'll just give my short thoughts. Two things that I personally that stood out to me that I'm curious about. One is, what is the Watchmen?
That was crazy.
That scene where old girl was falling from the sky, and she's like, "Oh my God, it's so beautiful and so amazing," and then she look off in the distance and sees the Watchmen, and it's like, it felt like it was like pure terror just went through her body, like screen turned black and white. It's like pure terror just went through her. She's like, "What the fuck is that shit?" And then it reaches out and grabs her, and it's like nigga, what? that was crazy. And then two, what happened to Amo? Because we don't know what happened to Amo, and Rudo grabbed her boots, at the end of the episode, when they was falling, he grabbed her boots. But I want to know, what happened to Amo? Because, is she dead, or, I'm just curious. But what's y'all's thoughts?
Yeah, when that girl got eviscerated after seeing the Watchmen, that was insane.
Yeah.
I
think you read it, so you know a little bit.
I do. Yeah. I know a good bit. I can't say too much, but the boots, I know about the boots, the jacket, all that, the entire Watchmen series, powers, all that stuff. But looking at it from a new viewer standpoint, and kind of forgetting where I was, my question was, okay, what are we gonna do now? Amo's missing. Nobody knows where Amo is. We have Amo's boots. Rudo just learned how to pretty much channel all his power into one weapon and pretty much upgrade it a second time.
Yeah.
Instead of, picking a couple items to, swap that power out of. What else? Yeah, man, I don't know. What are we gonna do now with the Watchmen? I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, wait.
No, you're good. Wait. Hold on.
Let me get you in the car, bro. Let me get you in the car, bro. All right. Wait a second. Broad has joined us, everybody.
What up?
Oh, what's good, peoples? What are we picking up off Boss Man? Where we at, Boss Man?
We were talking about Gachi Akata episode 22, the one from last Sunday.
They ahead of me.
Oh,
I'm behind.
Bro, it's lit, bro. It's lit.
Yeah.
First, I want to ask a quick question.
Yeah.
Maybe for D, since he already read up, or
no spoilers now.
No spoilers. No spoilers. Going back and looking at Rudo, and low key, he had. I think if everybody was watching, and low key, visual, then he was kind of having a one-to-one moment with the leader of, not the cleaners, but the what's the other group called?
I forgot they call them too. Yeah,
But basically, it was Zodal. Is that his name? Zodal, the leader.
Yeah, Zodal. I think it's something like that. Yeah,
Zodal. Yeah. So when him and Zodal was having a one-on-one meeting, he basically was like, "Yo, I can help you achieve your dream. Like, you trying to go crash out above the spear, and I can get you there."
Yeah. We wanted to fight.
They was sucking.
And it wasn't even a bad deal either. It wasn't even a bad deal, because in my mind, I'm thinking, I'm like, damn, that's a good deal, because that's all I want to do is want to get to the sphere. I understand that Rudo made a lot of friends, down on the ground. I understand that. I understand. You can come back to your friend. Your friends are still gonna be here. They don't even, their intentions are not to go to the sphere anyways, really, right? So you could come back to your friends later if you want to come back and hang out with your homies. I would have took the offer personally, but I also think that part of this, which is the big part of it, is Zodal you talk about how you telling him like, you know, he going and crashing out on the sphere. What if that's what he wants him to do? Like, think about this, bro. You remember we talked about biggest crash outs last week? If you was gonna go and you want to destroy and fuck some shit up, who you taking with you? I'm taking. You tell me, I'm like, if I could convince Sukuna to come to the sphere with me, I'm not taking him. Yeah, I'm gonna take him. I'm gonna unleash him on the sphere and let him do all the whatever he want to do. Now, the aftermath, that's ambiguous because now you got to figure out how to you know, reel this nigga back in. But I mean, yeah, if you trying to cause destruction, a nigga that wants to destroy everything, like
True.
up there, would be the best person to take with you because he is already holding that grudge. But I think he needs him for some other reason. But
I think Soto is definitely like kind of like channeling in him, channeling the, I wouldn't say the quote unquote evil in him, but like
He's
I don't
trying
know
to
if
pull
y'all
it out of
seen
him,
the one when he crashed out on Rudo.
Yeah, he trying to pull it out.
No, not Rudo, but Amo. When he crashed
That's
out
what
on Amo,
I was about to go there. So Rudo in that moment when he was thinking like, man, I might actually like this guy. This Zola guy ain't that bad. He kind of like in that moment he had to remember I just beat the shit out of Amo and had to get old buddy to calm me down outside on some, hey bro, go apologize. He ain't have to do all that. He had to remember, like, even though I am pissed off, even though I do want to crash out on the surface, if Habla ain't best to go with my emotions right now.
So Rudo evolving as a character, then I guess we could say that he's evolving as a character. He's starting to become a more emotionally aware character. He's not acting on his emotions as much as he was when you first met him. And so with that, then you know you would say that, okay, like this is not the best option. I'm not gonna go with this dude because the consequences of what could happen and go on with him could be worse. Because I mean, the way they made it seem is like, nah, like we not really, we don't care about the clean. Because to me, it's like the raid, because it's the Raiders, by the way. He's the leader of the Raiders. I don't think that they wanted to kill the cleaners. I think that they just wanted to prevent them from interfering with their plan.
But aren't they? Okay, I got a question.
Yeah.
But aren't the cleaners helping Rudo get back to the surface?
No.
I mean, not really. Not that. I think that they felt as though they could convince him that wasn't necessary, because revenge, while it is sometimes a worthwhile goal, from a human perspective, these are anime characters, right? And they're trying to integrate Rudo into their, I guess, like family. You know, like they're introducing him to all these people. You know, like they're trying to make him into like, hey, like, man, like you're here now. We accept you. We want you here. We love you. You know, like just be here with us.
Right.
And mind you, the old boss of the cleaners, he never told, when him and Rudo first met, Rudo came straight forward and said, listen, I don't care about nothing that y'all about. I'm just trying to get back to the spear and handle my business. And then the boss dude said, listen, I'll help you find out how to get back there, but I'm not going to be taking you there and helping you accomplish the mission.
Yeah, because that would ultimately, I think, bring upon problems for them on the ground, right? Is like if they helped him get up there and they went up there with him, like that could cause problems for the ground people. Like I feel like I don't know if it's like unleashing wrath upon them per se, but it's like it's not our fight. I think that's what they think is like it's not our fight. But I don't know, man. See, you know that's what I love about. Sometimes about not being caught up on the manga is like when I watch the anime before the manga, I got all these questions, and you know, I did that with Dandadan. I did that with Dandadan. Like I'm caught up on the Dandadan manga, and I'm like, oh, it's so much to look forward to, you know. But if I did not read the Dandadan manga, I wouldn't know what to look forward to. I would just know that I have all these questions.
Maybe that's what I need.
Your
to do
excitement could be a lot higher.
Yeah. It's easy to do that. It's easy to do that if we had the Hanna-Barbera schedule where they were dropping episodes every week. But since you got to wait almost a year just to get the equivalent of 7 chapters, you know, Why would you wait if you got when you log onto this website and you got 500 chapters you can read and be done with?
You remember back in the day when spoilers used to come out in the middle of the week, early middle of the week for manga chapters, and I don't know. For me, that was ritual. Like what would happen is that on maybe like Tuesday, Wednesday, there was a website that had spoilers for Bleach chapters, and I would go and read the Bleach chapter spoilers, and it was oftentimes that these were fake out spoilers. These are and then you'd see, oh, such and such person popped their Bankai, and it's like this nigga went in the chapter, like you know what I'm saying? It's like, but that was part of the fun because you were so surprised to see that they gave you this epic spoiler, and that's not even really what happened. But now everything is very much so, like he said, like you get your 12 episodes or you get your 24 episodes, and then you're gone for 3 years. And if you don't have anything else to do, read the manga.
Yeah,
because the
this takes me
the
back
manga
to our
gonna be
last
arcs
week
ahead.
conversation where I was like, this is where, to prevent us waiting 3 to 4 years for another episode, this is where AI comes in handy. Because they
I
need
still don't
help.
want the AI shit, but I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, but I'm just talking about the help to help.
I understand what you mean.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
I agree with you. I'm still down for the hand drawn stuff. It's way more care
Yeah.
and stuff like when it comes to that and the score and stuff in the show. But 4 years is a long time, dog.
yeah.
A long time to get 12 more episodes. Sometimes not even that.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna move on to the next thing. Is, and I told y'all, man, this is emotional for me. My Hero Academia, the final
Listen to his
episode.
voice cracking already.
Final episode, man.
It's
My
over.
personal notes. What you gonna say? Nah, I'll let you go.
No,
He's
go
choking
ahead,
up.
go ahead.
No, let him speak. Let him speak.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Man,
Get
I
that-
already know, man. I'm not my personal notes, man. All right, so I hate that they did not adapt the last moment where Izuku and Ochako kind of have like a moment, where they, it's not like a kiss or nothing like that, but it's like, hey, like let's go out on a date type of situation, which you already know, like this is a series that's not gonna like fuck around with us like on that. Like if the author came out and said that they ended up together, it would not be surprising if they got married and had kids. Like this ain't one of them things where they decide to date and then ended up with other people. Like that wouldn't be what would happen. But as far as what happened in the episode, man, everything came full circle, bro. We started out with a series, man, where a character like Deku, he was weak, he was a crybaby, but he had the heart of a hero, because he saw All Might and what he did and knew that he wanted to be a hero from the beginning. And the only thing that was holding him back was not having a quirk. And so, of course, All Might reached his hand out to him and told him, you can be a hero too. I love it. Like, in the beginning, All Might's like, young man, like you can be a hero too. Like, and Deku was like, wow, like could this be like my opportunity, my moment, and then the whole series, Deku took full advantage. Like he worked out to get one for all, even though he kept breaking his bones and his tearing his muscles to use one for all. He did not stop using it to save people. I look at when he fought Muscular. Throughout the whole series, Deku strove to excel and advance. Like he never got complacent. And then to get to the end of the series, he had to give up his quirk. And in this last episode, he's like, okay, I'm gonna be a teacher. I'm gonna help the next generation. That's gonna be my contribution. And he was okay with that. And then All Might pops into the how he does that breaking the fourth wall shit. Like the ending title card comes up And then All Might reaches out and grabs that shit, and then he's like, no, he's like, young man, like, you know, like, I'm, you know, he does the young man shit again, and he's like, this is a power that you obtained yourself through hard work, and gives him the suit. And I know in that moment, if Deku was a real character, he's thinking like, this is the same exact moment from when me and All Might first met. I asked him, could I be a hero even though I didn't have a quirk? And the answer is now. Yes, I can be your hero even without a quirk because now I have this suit. But that was only possible because he got one for all. And you remember All Might was like, you know, like, you're going to be testing this, you know, because it's using all of these quirks that you have learned through using one for all. So it's like, it all came full circle. And then also, like, when Bakugo is reaching out to, you know, Deku, you know, and like, you know, like everybody is in the background, everybody's like, you know, like almost like a welcome back type of moment. It's all beautiful because this story really tell you, man, that the things that you think are holding you back from realizing what you want to be or who you want to be or what you want to do in life, not really holding you back. You holding yourself back, you know, and you never know what opportunities might come available to you if you just keep working hard. You know, notice Deku didn't get fat. He didn't get lazy. The nigga obviously was still working out all this time. So when he got the suit, he hit the ground running. You know what I'm saying? You know, imagine he got fat and they gave him the suit. Like, you know, some shit. Like, he didn't nobody tell him, we about to get you this suit, be ready. He was surprised. So yeah, man. Also, two other things is that Eri becoming a teenager, you know, and growing up, that was an emotional moment because that season hit different, you know, seeing like what she went through. Overhaul, you know, seeing his the boss of his family, or you know, his crime organization, you know, like he woke up or whatever. Overhaul is like very remorseful. That was kind of like crazy because Overhaul did a lot of fucked up shit, but also you could tell he like remorseful of like what he did. And the boss telling me like, you're gonna spend your whole life apologizing to Eri for what you did to her, you know. And then the last thing is All Might growing old. He was supposed to die a long time ago. Y'all remember at the first episode or second episode or whatever, remember he said that I don't got long to live. You know, like I don't have no organs. He's like All for One took all my organs, you know. And then Night Eye predicted that he was gonna die a gruesome death. That was, and Night Eye saw the moment when All for One was like pulling him. You remember he was pulling him, and then Night Eye did not see the change that was going to happen in the future. You know, his quirk didn't allow him to see variations, so he didn't know that Deku was going to change fate. I mean, Bakugo helped him too, but they changed All Might's fate. And so seeing All Might, I think by this point in the series, you know, after that 8-year time skip, at the end, All Might's like in his 60s. That's much longer than his original prognosis was. And you can see he's like an old man. He got wrinkles and shit. Like, I'm like, man, like that's a beautiful moment. Like, cause he like, you know, he actually made it to be able to see all of this play out. Like, we thought that he wasn't gonna be able to see Deku and everybody else become who they was gonna become. But now he old and you get to see him, you know, he got to see his kids like that he taught. You know?
The series felt like he was supposed to die.
Yeah, it did. I thought he was gonna die alone. Like, I thought Shigaraki was gonna like decay him. Like, that's what I thought was gonna happen to him. When I said he was gonna die a gruesome death, I thought that like maybe like Deku and Bakugo or you know the class was gonna watch Shigaraki decay him. That's how I thought it was gonna play out. But all right, I'm sorry, I had to get my whole little monologue, man. This series near and dear to my heart, man. What y'all think?
I think this series was a good example of what happens when you give a series a well thought out ending and make everything come full circle. I think a lot of people forget that as the show's going on, Deku's narrating, and he's not narrating as it's going on. He's speaking from that moment where you see him and he's sitting at the desk and he's thinking about, damn, I gave up the last embers of One for All. He's either talking to his students and telling them the story of what happened, you know, when he first wanted to become a hero, how he became a hero, and where he's at now teaching new heroes, or
this is how we became the world's
having a
heroes.
moment of either that or he was just having a moment of inflection. He was just thinking amongst himself, sitting at that computer desk and just thinking about, damn, like everything that happened from then until now. The entire series is a callback. The entire series up until the last episode. Another thing, I watched an interview with Vince Staples the other day, and somebody asked him something along the lines of, you know, do you think you were lucky, you know, that you became successful? And his response was, the door to success, something along the lines of, the door to success and opportunity opens for everybody. You just got to get in before it closes. I think in a world where everybody had quirks, I think there were maybe a few people who didn't, but there weren't a lot of people that put their lives on the line to save someone because they felt like they were helpless. Deku always wanted to be a hero, whether he had a quirk or not. And he was going to make sure that he did that. You know, they said in the very beginning, my body just moved. I knew I didn't have no superpowers. I knew I was probably going to die, but I couldn't help myself. And it was because he jumped on that opportunity. He didn't know what was going to happen.
Bakugo.
But just because he jumped on that opportunity, he got the chance to meet his hero. And when he met his hero, that kind of started the series.
You remember it happened the other way. You remember he met All Might, and then All Might dropped him off. You remember, like on the roof of that building, and then you remember later, All Might was like not able to act when Bakugo was in trouble, and then Deku ran out there, like, you know, and that's what convinced All Might that Deku could be the next successor to One for All. Yeah. He was like, he was like, one thing about like some of like the best heroes ever is, I think is what he said, like the best heroes is that they act before they think, you know, like they like, it's like even in moments where they were scared and didn't know what to do, their feet started moving before like their mind could catch up. And I mean, you know, as reckless as it was, it's, you know, this series is like I guess like looking at it's noble. That's a noble thing to do. You know, if you would want to be a hero, you can't always think about yourself in your life. You know, if you saw a fire happening, a house fire happening, and you heard people screaming inside the house, are you just gonna sit outside and wait for the fire truck to show up? Or are you gonna run in that house and try to save that family, you know, or save that kid, or save that person, you know? And it's like, you might die in the process. You and that person might die. You might not be able to save them, but like, how are you gonna feel if you don't do nothing and that person dies anyways? So I think that's what this series really, in the beginning, that's what got Deku One for All, was acting with no care for himself, but only to save others.
You guys ready for the toxic opinion of the day?
Give your toxic opinion, because Broad, where you live, Broad? Where you live?
I'm in West Virginia, but I'm from Birmingham originally, from the 205.
Where you in West Virginia right now?
No, right now I'm in Arkansas.
Right now you're in Arkansas, so you too far away. But like, you're gonna get a toxic opinion, because I can't do shit about it. But I mean, don't give it.
I'll give you a compliment sandwich. I'll do that for you.
Compliment sandwich.
Seasons 1 through 4.
Yeah.
Seasons 1 through 4 was phenomenal. I'll give you that, because I'm not gonna start. Well, let's scratch that. The second half of season 1 all the way up to season 4, because I couldn't handle Deku crying that much, because I was also watching Demon Slayer at the exact same time. And I'm just seeing all of these people cry, and I'm watching the character growth. You're not gonna like what I say, but I wish they would have did side stories along because for me, I'm a Tokagami guy. I'm a Tokagami guy. Straight from the first season, I loved him. But fast forward, the fight with Overhaul was probably my favorite fight of all time.
Yeah.
And I feel as though after season 4 is where My Hero Academia started to backslide on the action, because if you look at that fight with Overhaul, it was gritty, it was dirty, it showed like gore. Mega Million was going off. It was just so much chaos. But after that, besides the Shigaraki fight, I don't know, it kind of made me upset, because when what's the lady name from America came through? What's her name?
Star and Strike.
Stars
When
and
Star and
Stripes.
Stripes came through, and I ain't never seen powers like hers. Like, Shawty could whole ass grab air and manipulate it.
But you
Crazy.
remember her power was very like the drawback of it was very significant.
Yeah.
Because you remember she has to know the name of what she's doing, but to use it. So it's like she had to really have a good high level knowledge of how she wanted to implement her power. So it's like, imagine this, like, say you wanted to, you remember one of the rules that she used, she was like, everything in front of me, there's no oxygen in front of me, or something like that. Like, that could be very broad, but she was like there's no oxygen in front of me. And you remember Shigaraki, like, he adapted to that, but like she also like made it so that she could hold air. Like, I think she said something along the lines of, like, I can hold air, or like she makes these rules, but she has to make them on the fly. And I think that she said that she can make 2 or 3 rules at one time.
Oh, yeah, it was 3.
One rule was to enhance her strength. You remember she said that one is always active to enhance her strength. The second one and third one, of course, was like, the second one that she used was, I think, was the oxygen. She took away the oxygen in the air to try to suffocate Shigaraki. Then the third one was the one that kept changing, which she kept, manipulating it during the fight. But you remember when she tried to do it to Shigaraki, to kill him, because she was like, I got to kill him. She's like, I can't, ain't no getting around it. I got to kill him. Oh, All For One, he don't go by Shigaraki no more. His name is All For One. I thought that was crazy, but also imagine that you got to know somebody's name to manipulate them. And then now we live in a society where identity is very fluid. And so if you don't consider yourself Damo, what's gonna happen then? Because Damo I could really be some other nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if you believe that so strongly, her power won't work on you. That's crazy. But that's a big drawback, though, to me. I mean, unless you manipulate it in a different way. But Star and Stripe,
And to wrap it all up on that point, I ain't gonna hurt your feelings, dog. I really not gonna hurt
good,
you,
man. You good so far.
The fight with Shigaraki was a huge letdown from the beginning, because Bakugo was really throwing hands. I was here for Bakugo. I ain't gonna stunt. For the last episodes of the last season, I was here for Bakugo, dog.
Yeah.
But with Deku, I had a problem with the fact that Shigaraki was telling him to his face that, dog, I don't want to be friends with you. Come get these hands so we can square off and see who's stronger. And I feel as though Deku could have left it at that. Be along the lines of the other MC characters of your era. Now, with that being said, the way the fight wrapped up, and I'm going to say this to all the fans out there, when it's without giving too much spoiler, and this is where I'm going to hurt you.
Oh no, you can say whatever you want to say, because the series is over.
It's
now.
out.
This
This
is where I'm going to hurt you at.
Yeah.
In his era, in Deku's era of Big Three, considering who's in there, I think when Demon Slayer is adapted, animated, and said and done, Deku won't be mentioned, because Tanjiro will go out the best. After I finished reading it, Tanjiro went out the best crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Oh, okay. You talk about Demon Slayer. Okay, yeah, I see what you're saying.
Demon Slayer.
Yeah.
Crazy
Okay.
ending.
Yeah. I think that Demon Slayer will go down as one of the best animated things ever. I'm gonna say that. I mean, the story, a lot of people criticized Demon Slayer while it was out and the ending. They felt like the ending was rushed, but that happens all the time. I think people just don't like to see shit end. But I would say that Demon Slayer will go down as one of the best things ever animated. Partially, I mean, I hate to say this, but it's like you can't even really say it's Demon Slayer. It's the studios. Demon Slayer gets a good studio every single time. If you gave every single anime or you gave every single manga a good animation studio every season, would it still stand above everything else? And I think that probably no, because we've seen that Mappa, Ufotable, like these studios, when they want to cook, they cook. And when they don't want to cook, you see that, I mean, they're not cooking. But I mean, rarely are they ever not cooking. Ufotable rarely ever misses. So, yeah. But Demon Slayer will go down as one of the best animated things ever. My Hero Academia won't go down as one of the best animated things ever, but I think that the story of My Hero Academia will go down as one of the most influential stories ever. What you got to say, David?
All right. I'm gonna start with, I'm glad it's finally finished because that's one of the rare mangas I've actually finished before the series was even over. So I'm super glad it's over. So now I can just talk to people about it. Yeah. But I like how My Hero closed because it's hard to close. Like we live in an era where we watch like Game of Thrones and stuff like that, where you like, yo, the close, they didn't deliver on anything you wanted to see. So yeah, I appreciate how My Hero Academia did it. Mm-hmm. Damn, man, but what Deku as a hero, man, I would say I'm on the side with FM when it comes to. I love how it ended, and I like what they portrayed in him as a hero, and from start to finish. I personally do feel My Hero will go down as one of the better ones in totality. Like when you get to watch a series from beginning to end without all those breaks in between, some series are better when you get to marathon watch. Because like when I went back to watch My Hero to get all the way back up to where I am now, the crying was annoying, but it wasn't so bad because you got through it faster and you got to move on. Imagine having to watch him cry for 30 minutes and you have to wait a whole week to see him cry next week. Like it was annoying, but now when you get to watch something straight through, it don't feel as long and as agonizing as it did back then. So I'm like, now looking at like stuff like Demon Slayer, I think what helps move stuff like Demon Slayer is the series, first of all, wasn't that long. Mm-hmm. Like when you really look at it, it's pretty short.
It was only 100 and something chapters.
Yeah, My Hero's a lot longer, man. But
I was gonna say something, man. What you just said, it's the growing pains that I think that Bra is talking about, and what you talk about, the growing pains of watching a series in the beginning, slowly. and you got to experience. You got to experience that period where this character is whiny or this character is weak or whatever it may be. Because Black Clover did the same thing. People was so critical of Black Clover because they said Asta, he's like, all he does is yell. All he does is yell and shit. Like, but now we at this point where we're in Black Clover and we're like, it's peak. It's peak. Like that fight with him and Yami between when they was fighting the elf guy. Like you remember, and they was like surpassing limits. It was when they was fight. It was like underground.
It was early on. Early on.
But it was the first time that Yami told Asta to surpass his limits, and Asta was like sticking with them. Like, and this is early on in the series.
That's when they had a dude that could teleport, and he was using the teleport to fight.
Yeah. He was using light. He had light magic, and so he could move faster than light. But you remember he said surpass your limits, and Asta was like, damn, like this dude, my captain is really trusting me to fight with him. Because like think about that, bro. This guy who's supposed to be miles and miles beyond you in strength is trusting you. He's saying, you know what? I need you, but I need you to go further. I need you to go beyond what you think you can do, and you're gonna have to stick with me. You're gonna have to keep up, because if you can't keep up, you're gonna die.
We all gonna die if you don't keep up.
And that was, but the growing pains to get up to that point, yeah, Asta was a, I won't say insufferable, but it's like, like you do get those characters in anime. And I think that what Broad is, he brings up a good point when he mentioned Demon Slayer. The growing pains of Demon Slayer was not long at all. There was 3 episodes. It took 3 episodes for him to experience what he experienced in episode 1, to go and train to become a Demon Slayer, and then to pass the test. That was like 4 episodes. So the growing pains wasn't long, because you remember when he went on his first mission, we got to really see him and his not fully realized potential, but we got to see him actually one-on-one take out a demon. So we didn't have to go through that period where he was weak or where he was whiny. Like he hit the ground running when he said he wanted to save his sister, and bring her back from being a demon. He delivered. He started delivering very quickly.
Well, like that's one of the greater moments too. When she survived, when she lived, when the sun came up, that was cold blooded. I ain't gonna lie, I love it. That's a great moment. That's that moment. That was a great moment.
That's when I cried.
Yeah. When she talked for the first time,
because that was right after they beat the. That's right after the Entertainment District, right?
No, that was after the Upper Rank 5 demon.
Oh no! Okay, so that was after the Swordsmith Village was the right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Right before the Hashira training arc, when they got there, it was what's the Sword Village?
The Swordsmith Village.
The sword made. Yeah. It was during that. Man, incredible.
Yeah. See, man, that's really it, bro. It's like the growing pains. And I think Gachiakata, like you look at Gachiakata, we just talked about Gachiakata, like it's like Gachiakata doesn't have a long growing pain. Like he was using his vital instrument like a couple episodes in. You remember he was slinging poop at old dude. You remember he was like he was using his vital instrument pretty fast. Like we didn't have to go through that period where he don't know how to use his power. Like he used it pretty quick, like he didn't know what he was doing, but of course, later on he uses it effectively. You remember he made like chains with, or whatever. So yeah, man. My Hero Academia, man.
So with My Hero,
it's the end of an era.
So with My Hero over with, manga and anime complete, what are we all rating it? 1 through 10.
Oh, bro, that's
we know what you're gonna give it. Everybody
we know what you're giving it,
bro. In the entirety of it, with all being done, looking back on it as a series, I give it a 9.
You give it a 9 out of 10.
Very, very few 10s out there. I'll tell you that. Very few 10s. If you want to know a comparison of a 10, Full Metal Alchemist got a 10.
That's
Brotherhood.
Like that ending of Full Metal Alchemist. Yes, Brotherhood. Yes, the ending of Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood when he fighting father and his brother. You see his brother. What you call it? Undo the seal on his armor, and he get his arm back. When Edward gets his arm back, and start beating on father. Start giving him them hands. Oh man, that was one of the most fulfilling payoffs in all the anime, bro. Because you remember that was the whole series, bro. Was trying to get Alphonse his body back.
Yeah,
and you remember that payoff. It was the most fulfilling payoff because we chasing the Philosopher's Stone this whole time. All along, we didn't even need the Philosopher's Stone. He just needed to understand the the equal exchange. He needs to understand the truth. The truth of the door or whatever. You remember it was like like he had to understand the truth of the door. Because it's
Brotherhood.
That's a 10 out of 10 right there. Brotherhood's 10 out of 10. So if you comparing
it off this podcast, man, you gonna kick me off this podcast.
You don't think Brotherhood's a 10 out of 10?
Bro, everybody got a different opinion though.
It is legit. I get it.
What's your 10 out of 10? What is the 10 out of 10 for you, bro?
So far, I know I'm gonna sound like
what's the 10 out of 10 for you, bro?
I'm gonna have to go One Piece right now.
Okay, but I'm saying out of
those
series
fillers?
is over. Out of series is over.
After a series is over.
We comparing it. We looking at series as over. So what's the series?
I don't think I have a 10 out of 10 currently because all right, going back to what D asked about My Hero Academia, I'm going to give it an 8.
Thank you.
I'm either giving it a 7 or 8 just because again, you're talking to a heavy fighter guy.
Yeah.
I'm here for the hands. Like just like when Trafalgar Law, like give you an example, like when Trafalgar Law was fight. Anyways, go stop playing. But anyways, with Full Metal Alchemist, I would probably give it. You're gonna hate me again. A 7.
Bro.
A 7.
No, bro. See that? Yeah, I ain't gonna hate nobody take as long as you're not saying Soccer was a good character or Keeper was a good character.
No. Fuck Soccer.
As long as that's we good, bro. I mean,
the reason why I say Full Metal Alchemist is a 7. One,
you said Full Metal Alchemist is a 7.
It is. It's a 7.
Damn.
It's a 7. Let me tell you why. Because there's only one great Crash Out moment.
Yeah, I got you.
Mustang. And I was waiting for another live moment equal to when Mustang had just frying.
Bro.
But
the Mustang was great.
That was great, but man, you I think that you probably missing a lot of fights that happened in that series because I will say the fight against what's his name? What was this the big one when they was fighting on at the wall? You know,
when he was eating people.
No, the one where they was fighting. It was the old dude, the blonde dude with the little curly little thing.
The X on his face.
Him and his sister.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they was fighting Sloth.
Yes, Sloth. When they were fighting Sloth, that was a great fight.
That was a great fight. I'm not gonna say it.
When Alphonse was fighting the little kid. What was his name? I'll be forgetting.
It wasn't Pride.
It was Pride. Yeah, it was Pride. It was Pride. Yep. And then
that was a good fight.
What's his name? Fuhrer. Wrath. When he was fighting, his whole fight sequence.
When he fought old dude,
it took like 5 people to take Fuhrer Bradley down. Like,
that was a great fight.
Because you remember what's his name? Greed.
Old girl lost her arm.
Greed had to fight him. What's his name? Yeah, the old girl. It took like 4 or 5 people to take down Fuhrer Bradley. Like he really was that deal. So I mean, I understand what you're saying. But
I like the plot twist though. I wasn't ready for the plot twist. I'll give you that. Like
I understand what you're saying.
When we found out that the Fuhrer was like really
was really
evil
pride.
as shit.
I mean, wrath. He was really wrath.
Yeah. When he was actually like evil as shit, I was like, oh man, I wasn't ready for that. Like that's a dope. That's really dope.
Yeah. Brotherhood, you find out way earlier in Brotherhood than the original Full Metal.
The original. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Brotherhood better though, but I was just comparing it to My Hero Academia in the way that like that's a 10 for me. My Hero Academia is a 9. You know, it's a lot of 9s out there. It's very difficult for a series to fully finish for me and fall below like a 7. You gotta really F it up. You gotta really F it up to go below a 7 for me. I mean, shit. I got a list of things I've watched all time, and I would say a 7 for me would be like a 7 for me would be y'all ever seen the whatchamacallit? It's called Promise Neverland.
Yes.
Promise Neverland, they fucked up the anime on that. And I don't think that they're ever gonna do. If they ever did it again, they had to do a reboot because the second season of Promise Neverland, they fucked up the second season. The manga is peak. and they fucked up the anime bad. I'm talking about like really bad. It's one of those where they did like an anime original thing, and it's like it was stupid. So
yeah, I stopped watching it because I ain't like it.
Yeah, it was bad. The manga was peak, bro. I'm talking about peak. But that and yeah, bro, it's not a lot. It's not a lot, man. It's not a lot. I'm looking at my list. It's not a lot of things that have ever finished that had like just such a horrible ending that they ruined it for me. So most of mine are 7s and 8s and 9s, and the occasional 10. But anything else y'all got to say about My Hero?
No.
We didn't get Dave rating.
Oh, for My
What
Hero,
you get?
I'm at an 8 with My Hero, man. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Yeah, I definitely give it an 8. Yeah,
Y'all more reasonable than me, man.
Yeah, because the beginning was rough, even though I liked it. I'm just not really big on crying characters, especially when they're the main ones. But he pulled it out at the end. As long as they don't do a Harry Potter where he's like his name is on it, but everybody's better than him. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I was, as long as the main character don't let me down, and he get help from everybody else all the time, I'm down. I'm pretty cool. If you're the main character, be the main character.
I feel that.
So we got 2 8s, so 8.5 and a 9.
Yeah. I mean,
he said 5. It wasn't a 5.
I said 8.5. I said 8.5.
He said 8.5. Yeah, I said 9. So I mean, we all fairly, in the same realm.
I liked it, man. It's one of the rare shows where even some of the side characters had really good development.
Yeah.
If you're gonna have them in the show, develop them. Don't do like Naruto and just let them fall by the wayside.
Yeah, man. It's a clip I love, man. It's this content creator. He made this video of like all the Hokages, like their reactions when they come out, to like the Konoha village, and then it's like, first Hokage, mass applause, everybody loves him. Second Hokage, everybody, oh shit, I don't like that nigga. Like ain't he racist? Ain't he racist? It's like then you got third Hokage, folks hate him. The third Hokage. Then Tsunade come out. Tsunade is like, okay, well, she's here. And I think Tsunade, it's Tsunade. I'm like, Tsunade, they really did her dirty. She's one of the legendary Sanin, and they really like made her, like, they sidelined her, made her weak. Like, you remember, like, she once she became Hokage of the Leaf Village, she didn't do shit.
No,
she didn't do shit. She didn't do nothing. She ain't got no epic feats in the series at all. Jiraiya fought Pain and died, but he fought Pain.
Yeah, figured out how to beat him right.
Tsunade ain't got no epic feats other than, you remember when they had the 3-way fight. It was her, Jiraiya, and Orochimaru. That was her best fight of the entire series.
Yeah.
Even at the end when all the Kages fought, Madara, trash. She couldn't do shit. But she's a healer ninja, so I guess that doesn't matter. Whatever. She almost as bad Sakura, honestly, at this point. Anyways, all right. So we're gonna progress to our discussion topics. And I feel like we have been on here for an hour and 45 minutes, and we just not getting discussion topics. But that kind of tells you how good the conversation was, around all the other stuff. But I'm gonna start rapid firing these off. So y'all ready?
Let's do it.
All right. Best blind characters in anime. Brad, you go first.
The dude from One Piece, the Navy General.
Fujitora.
Yeah, okay. Easily. When I seen no dude crash out with the meteor.
Yeah.
All
right, Dave.
Damn, he was good. Come back to me.
Nah, bro. Dave, you already mentioned you a big Toph fan.
Oh yeah, Toph. I forgot you was blind.
I take mine back.
So we count American anime?
We count cartoons and all that.
Yeah. I'm going with Toph.
Toph Beifong is number 1 on my list too.
Yeah.
When she did the metal bending and the
metal bending,
ain't nothing hype like that.
All right, Damo, what you got?
I'm going with Toph.
I was gonna say Toph, but now I gotta switch up. Can I go half blind and say Itachi?
Wait, who?
Half blind. Okay.
He did get his eye plucked out.
I see what you did there. Yeah, I see what you went there.
Okay. All right. You talk about when he used Izanami?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You do go blind after you use Izanami. All right. I don't have a favorite. I'm gonna name off a couple that some y'all might not even be thinking about. Tozen from Bleach. He didn't do a lot in the series, but he got one of the coolest Bankais to me though. Like like he can make a field where all your senses are gone. So ain't too many people that's gonna beat that. Only a nigga that would let you stab him would win that fight. So he just had a bad draw on that one. But Guillaume from Demon Slayer, Kamugi from Hunter x Hunter, and Yomi from Yu Yu Hakusho.
Wait a minute, Kamungi? I wouldn't put Kamungi on there because she ain't do nothing but play chess with old dude.
I put her on that list as like I ain't say like about fighting.
This is
the best blind characters in anime, and she I mean she had a significant role in why the Ant King died the way he did, because he might have survived. He might have survived if he chose not to sit there and play chess with Kamugi to as his last moment. You never know. I mean he was supposed to die, but like sitting there and choosing to play chess because she's gonna die and you want to be there when she dies, not the smartest move if you're trying to survive. But it's neither here nor there. But she's one of the she's an influential character in that series. And then Yomi from Yu Yu Hakusho. Y'all probably forgot about that nigga.
Yep.
Y'all don't remember Yomi, do y'all?
No.
Yeah, he one of the what you call it, the three kings, the three demon kings. He was the one that Kurama went with.
Yep.
Yeah. You remember him and Yusuke fought. Him and Yusuke fought, and he beat Yusuke in the tournament at the very end.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my list. All right. So next is gonna be best old characters in anime that had those hands.
The best old.
The grandfather from the Zoldyck. Grandfather Zoldyck.
That was on my list. Zeno Zoldyck.
When he came skydiving on them dragons.
Yep.
It was a wrap.
Yeah.
Everybody was terrified.
That's an epic moment in anime.
And then when he fought old dude in the what's his name?
Crollo Lucifer.
Yeah, when he fought Crollo in the room.
Mm-hmm. Him and Silver fought him. And the old dude was like he was like it, like I think what it was is like he wasn't trying, like Zeno was like he said that he wasn't trying to kill him. Like he said like I could kill you if I wanted to, but he was like, that's not what we're here for. You remember they was both on assassin contracts, and they was like, we being played against each other, so we just gonna go our separate ways. But like if my mission was to kill you, I would kill you. But he's like, that's not what we're here to do. That's a good one. All right, what you got, David?
So when we say old,
old men, the oldest of old men, elderly men, the oldest.
I ain't gonna lie. Okay, I got a few because Okay, so the first one I saw was Garp, Monkey D. Garp.
Okay,
Garp was crazy. I was like, yo, this is Genkai.
That's no my list.
Yo, listen, I was like, it's a few, and then Master Roshi.
Yeah,
like yo, Master Roshi as an old man, he got hands for a human. Okay. Like if you taking aliens out of it, he might be one of the strongest humans on the planet.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good pick. All right, what you got, Damo?
The grandma from Dun 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 and Netero from Hunter x Hunter.
All right, you can't use Granny's you can't use she's not a real grandma. Like she like in her 40s, like her 30s. she ain't even old, bro. She ain't old, bro.
So would that count? Because I wanted to say
about old folks.
Because Fear Bradley was pretty. He's pretty old,
like 80s and above. Like we talk about, we talk about old folks.
Gray hair is coming out your ears.
Yeah, old folks.
Got the pussy willows coming out your ears.
So who was your second one though, Damo?
I said Netero from Hunter.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
That is.
Okay.
Right, so
you said old, right? You said old.
Yeah.
Muzan.
Muzan
From Demon Slayer.
I mean, yeah, but like he a vampire.
No, because you said 40 is too young.
He a demon vampire.
Let's do a couple hundred.
That you can't you I mean, I get where you coming from. See, you be throwing us for loops.
Yeah, I would say do vampires count?
Loopholes. You be doing demons and vampires don't count, bro. Like they have like eternal youth.
That's true.
Like
because I would definitely went Alucard.
They 100%. Don't age
from Castlevania.
All right. Yeah, demons and vampires can live thousands of years, bro. Like that's not fair.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna give my picks, but all the ones that y'all mentioned actually was on my list. That I made a list of them. All right, so Captain Yamamoto from Bleach. I also picked Whitebeard from One Piece.
Yes.
Silver Fang, Bong from One Punch Man.
One Punch Man, yeah,
and then Rayleigh from One Piece. No, that's
did y'all see who? Speaking of One Piece, did y'all see who they got playing Rayleigh in the live action?
No, I didn't.
No, I ain't see that.
Man, what's his name? Robert Downey Jr.
You lying?
Really?
Go look it up. They already got him on the set and everything, dog.
That's a crazy.
They got
pick.
Robert Downey Jr. playing Rayleigh.
That's a crazy pick, but I mean, it's Robert Downey Jr. He ain't really missed. He
ain't busy though. I need Secret Wars to get made.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's true. Like how he got time to do One Piece, and they working on Marvel. I don't know about that. I don't know, man. That's crazy. That's crazy if he can do all of that. But
they just did Doomsday. They take that break, and then they're gonna start Secret Wars next year.
But they be locking their actors into like very like restrictive contracts. Like they can't do a lot of shit. Like that's a lot. That's why a lot of actors don't be getting into Marvel. Is because like they don't want to get into that 10-year contract that they restrict you and control what you can do. All right, best child characters in anime that were insanely strong.
Bisky from Bisky from.
But she's old character. She's an old lady though. Like
I guess she.
I mean, see, you and Dave, why y'all trying to find loopholes in the topic? We talk about children. Children.
You didn't put rules on the question.
Children, actual children. I'll give mine if y'all don't know what y'all want to say first.
I'm ready.
Okay,
I'm ready.
Children.
I'm gonna give a couple, and then this might give y'all an idea of what I'm talking about. All right,
I'll go with my first one. It's
okay, David, you got it first.
I'll go with Boji from what is that shit called? What's the name of it? It's on Crunchyroll. It's that little dude who don't got no power, but he got that little sword. His name is Boji.
Oh, you talking about ranking the Kings? Damn, that's a good pick.
Damn, that's my dude, man.
Y'all seen my guy? Y'all seen Ranking the Kings, David?
No.
Oh man, y'all gotta watch that. That's
he's like the best child.
Look, let me tell you, it starts off. Ranking the Kings. You gotta watch it all the way through. That's one of them series that you can't quit it after the first episode. You gotta watch it all the way through because that's a really, really good series. Damn, I ain't even think of that one. That was a good pick, bro.
Yo, Boji. When I saw you put it on, I was like, Boji. Who you got, hands down.
I got two of them, right? So one of them is gonna be Aluka from Hunter x Hunter.
Okay.
The second one,
OP.
The second one is because I gotta pronounce his name right.
Yeah.
Is Gabi Maru from Hell's Paradise.
Yeah.
I think of who Gabi.
That's a good one.
Who's Gabi Maru? I gotta look that up.
Hell's Paradise is fire, and they got a second season coming out next year. That's another one.
Hell's Paradise is low key fire. It is fire.
Yeah. Fucking amazing. That's amazing.
I think I'm from Hell's Paradise.
Yeah, that show legit.
Wait, he not a kid though.
He
He's not
definitely
a kid now, but he was fired even when he was a kid. So I threw the kid version of him in there.
Okay. See, here
I
you
think
go.
I'm just gonna go with the safe
trying
route.
to find loopholes in the top.
Yeah,
All
man.
right.
I think I'm gonna go the safe route and go Killua.
I'm
gonna go Killua.
That's a good pick.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I got a couple. It's gonna be Zeno from Dragon Ball Super. Since you want to poke loopholes in mine, I'm
Zeno ain't even a real being.
Zeno is a child. He's a child.
Zeno has been alive since the beginning of the era.
He's still a
child. He's a grandma or
he's
granddad in Arrested Development. He just never grew up.
Zeno is a child, bro. He's a child. But no, my top pick though. I don't know if y'all have watched this one, man. I know that this might. I don't know. I don't want to say it's an obscure series, but it's not like like mainstream. I won't say, but Prince Lloyd from I Was Reincarnated as the Seventh Prince. Have y'all seen that series?
Oh yeah, that's good, yo.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that.
Is that they ain't doing where they draw the dude as a chick though? Is it?
I mean, he was just a kid. I mean, yeah. I mean, he's like a I would say, I guess, like an effeminate kid. I don't know what you would call that, but I mean,
I feel like he wear Daisy Dukes, man.
That's a comp. Yeah, he do. Yeah. He. It's a characters mistake him for like a little girl, but I mean, like it's hard because like that's a kid, so it's like, I mean, what identifying factors of a kid is going to be like? They all like look like just little kids if you dress them a certain way and you cut their hair.
It was like, hard. I never finished it because he looked too much like a girl.
I know what you. I know exactly what you mean. You do got series like that where little boys be mistaken for little girls because they, whatever. But Japanese people are weird in that way when they make these series. But all right, what anime character would steal your girl? I love this. I love this one, bro. I got three.
Gojo already at the top of the list.
Who?
Gojo already at the top of the list.
Yeah, Gojo got Riz.
Yeah, Gojo at the top of the list. Then it's Zoro right next to him because Sanji's a creep. Zoro got too much drip and just he gives.
But girls don't be on Zoro though.
You ain't seen Wano? Have you not watched Wano?
No, I ain't been. I know the tall samurai girl, but
I don't think Zoro is a ladies' man. This topic particularly,
he don't got no
like ladies' men and very like handsome men in anime that would try to easily steal your girl. And y'all right, Gojo, that nigga, for the amount of women in real life that be standing for him, that like when he died in the series, it's like they love him. Women love him, So, but I was gonna say Sanji from One Piece because I mean, you say Sanji a creep, but from what we've seen, the only people that look at him like he a creep is Nami and Robin. Any other woman that ever meets Sanji, thinks he's like he's the shit, like he's the most handsome nigga in the world. He can cook. Belle Cornell from whatchamacallit, Dan Machi. You know what I'm talking about? Is it wrong to I forgot what it's called, like what the whole name is. It's called Dan Machi though. You know what I'm talking
about?
No.
I wish I knew the whole name.
I got the show.
Y'all know what I'm talking about if I said the whole name. It is it wrong to pick up girls in the dungeon?
I've seen the title for that. I haven't watched it.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's good.
Belle Cornell. Yeah, he'll steal your bitch.
Second season slow, but then it picks up after that.
Yeah, Belle Cornell steal your bitch though, like for real. Like
the dude that wears he's actually my favorite character on Bleach.
Yeah,
because we just saw his Bankai for the first time last season.
Kiraku.
Yeah,
Captain Kiraku. Yep. Yeah,
he gonna steal with the kimonos on.
Very, very casual, but yeah, he will steal your girl. Very casually finesse your chick.
Easily.
All right. I got an obscure one. Y'all ever watched a series on Netflix, Bastard?
No.
Oh man! All right. Character named Dark Schneider. Character named Dark Schneider from Bastard. Yeah, if y'all go and on Netflix and look up Bastard, character named Dark Schneider. He'll steal your bitch. For real. Like, no joke. You'll know it when you watch the series. All right. So
I'll go with Kurama from Yu Yu Hakusho.
Okay. I see
between him or Tuxedo Mask.
Is Kurama straight?
Tuxedo Mask.
I'm just saying.
Kurama seemed like the dude that would be your girl best friend, like male best friend.
That's the one you worry
That's
about.
the slickest ones.
That's the slickest one.
Like
That'd be the slickest ones, dog.
Because I feel like I could trust him around my girl. Like I feel like I could trust
until you can't. Yeah, until you can't.
I feel like I trust him to like put in a good word for me. If me and my girl have
put
an
in
argument,
a good word for you.
You putting words out there. Right? Yeah,
he gonna put it in.
He seemed like somebody who would sneak dish you, dog. Easily.
Oh, he dirty macking all day.
All day.
Dirty macking all day.
Your man don't do this.
10 o'clock at night. Why is Kurama calling your phone?
Yeah, 11 o'clock at night.
That's crazy.
You fall asleep yet?
That's a crazy pick.
You still up?
All right.
What you doing?
All right.
You up?
So, favorite dumb ditzy cartoon anime characters. Dumb and ditzy. Somebody who was dumb and ditzy and clueless throughout a series, or for a portion of a series.
Cartoons are included.
Cartoons, right? Anime characters. What you can do both.
I'm gonna go Billy off of Billy and Mandy, as well as I'll even give you a.
Was Billy one of those characters that was really smart, but like he was one he was like dumb because he of circumstances like his those characters that actually be really smart, and if you bump them on the head the right way, they turn smart, but they really was dumb because they got hit on the head, some shit like that.
Yeah. See, I don't know because
I don't remember because I remember Billy and Mandy, but I don't remember
Bro walked into school with a strainer on his head and oranges in his nose to scare off clowns.
Okay, all right, that's justification enough. I get it. Didn't somebody say when we was talking about it before the pod? Dee Dee from Dexter's Laboratory, or is that just one that I just came up out of nowhere?
That's one that came up.
I mean,
she had one episode where she wasn't.
She ignorant, bro. She annoying. She's just young and annoying.
You just think you think she be going and fucking up shit in the laboratory just for the love of the game, just because.
Absolutely, she just like fucking shit. Yes.
Yeah, she just like a regular little sister though, man. She just out here just annoying as shit.
All right, so for a portion of the series, I would say also Sokka from Avatar: The Last Airbender. Before he got trained on how to use the sword, he was very clueless and dumb. I would say because you remember he was kind of smart in a way.
He was battle smart.
He was a good strategist.
He was very battle
smart. But with that boomerang and
he could survive
he would do
in the wilderness.
But you remember he was like the comedic relief character, and he would always get stuck in dumb situations and do dumb shit. But I mean, I could see both ways. I could see both arguments to say he's not a dumb ditzy character, that he just.
I'll actually give it to you, but I actually give it to you because I don't know if y'all remember that one episode when he drank the cactus juice.
They wasn't that hallucinating that one.
Yeah, but everybody was telling his ass not to drink it.
Yeah. I remember that now.
All right.
Damn.
Anybody got any other picks?
The first one that pops off my head is Chris Griffin from Family Guy.
But see,
I don't think he's ever had a smart moment.
No, bro. He actually really is aware.
He's
it's
deep,
weird.
Yeah, he's aware. Yeah,
he's actually aware, and it's so weird that it's almost like he's smart, but he chooses to act dumb, because you see those episodes where he actually be saying shit. He be it was one episode where he was in love with a doll or some shit, and his parents was you can't be in love with this doll, and he really like called them on some bullshit. He was like, why would I like not be in love with this doll who makes me happy and does all these things for me, and y'all are like stuck in like a loveless marriage, and like y'all like he like called them out on their shit.
Is that the one that Peter took in his room and he called her a whore for sleeping with him?
Yeah.
Family Guy is amazing, yo.
Damo, you got one, man?
Got 3.
All right.
Gur from Invader Zim. Kid Buu.
Goated.
And Cheese from Foster Song from Imaginary Friends.
Okay.
Cheese is goated too. 2 for 2. I'm happy.
I like hockey.
Goated.
Yo, Imaginary Friends that was a great show, yo.
Bro,
I got my son started on it today. That's why I brought it up. Yeah.
Yo, cheese, man. He was a lot of my childhood, dog. And he was just, I like chocolate milk.
All right, we got one more topic. All right, biggest haters in anime and cartoons.
Man, it's a lot. It's a lot of those.
I give my first one. I actually have like a list of 10 people, bro. But I'm gonna give my top one. I mean, no, I'm just gonna give my top one. Cartman from South Park.
Give me top 5. Give us top 5. Your top 5.
No. I'm gonna give y'all a chance to get y'all's because I feel like y'all gonna name off some off this list. So my first
haters.
Cartman from South Park. Generational hater. But who y'all got?
Mandark from Dexter's Laboratory.
Okay, that's
and I'm also give you Vegeta because that nigga was crying on a fucking boulder in the middle of the rain because he couldn't get the Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
What else y'all got?
I ain't gonna lie, man. I it's hard not to go comics on this one because I'm going with Eobard Thawne, Reverse Flash.
Okay, that's a good one.
Lex Luthor.
That's a good one.
Sabretooth. Like it's some people who just their existence is to hate on their nemesis. Like they don't care about nothing else.
But all right, so Damo, bro, y'all are y'all into like DC and Marvel like comics?
Yeah, I'm into it.
All right, so so Damo, you know, Reverse Flash, like the nigga basically exists to like just to fuck with Barry Allen. Like
I hear stuff about him.
He exists just like literally what they say, David. He went back in time to kill his parents to make kill his mother, frame his father, just so Barry could become the Flash, and then it's a whole convoluted. You explain it, David.
So it's like basically same thing that you just said, but he did that to make sure the Flash became the Flash so he could still fuck with him. Like he could actually go back and stop him from being the Flash, but he don't want him to. He need him to be the Flash to make his life miserable. Yeah. That's some real hate.
Yeah.
He like, I need you to exist because I hate you.
Yeah. Lex Luthor the same way. Like Lex Luthor hates Superman just because Superman's like an alien. Like
I think Lex Luthor hated him because he was bald. Like shout out to the bald niggas, but damn, that dude was just angry man in the hot.
J. Jonah Jameson.
On Spider-Man.
He's on Spider-Man's neck forever.
Damn, it's a lot of haters in comics.
Yes,
that's crazy.
Yes,
that's crazy. All right. Who you got, Damo? Who you got?
Dave?
No, he said, no, Damo. Yeah. You gave yours?
Yeah, I gave y'all Mandark and I gave y'all Vegeta.
Okay. Oh, you right. All right, Brad. It's on you, Brad. It's on you, Brad.
I'm gonna give you my baby mama. She crazy as hell, but she's so fine when she mad. She's so fine when she mad. Azula. The biggest favorite.
Azula from Avatar.
Right. That's my baby.
Her whole character development was angry because of Zuko.
And then
she was going crazy over it.
And then for these last two, I'm gonna go Eustace Bag, and then I'm gonna go.
You talking about Eustace from Courage
From
Cowardly
Courage
Dog?
the Cowardly Dog.
Oh man, that's pretty good.
And I'm gonna go Plankton.
Okay, damn, that's some good.
Oh,
Y'all,
and a wild card. Wild card.
yeah.
Mojo Jojo.
Y'all picked
Mojo
y'all picked some
Jojo.
good ones. All right, I'm gonna just read off the rest of mine because I thought that y'all was gonna call off a lot of these that was on my list, but damn, y'all picked some even better ones. I was gonna say Timmy Turner's dad, Fairly Odd Parents, because he's always hating on Dinkelberg.
Yeah.
Dio Brando.
Ooh, the biggest hater.
Rachel from Tower of God. I don't know if y'all watch Tower of God, but Rachel from Tower of God.
I read it. Thanks to
I mean, if you've seen the first season, you know why she a hater.
Yeah.
Frieza. Frieza.
Bro,
Frieza
is just
racist hater.
He is.
Bro, just racist.
Malty from Shield Hero. They call her by another name now. But Malty from Shield Hero. And then Toby Rama, second Hokage, Naruto.
He got two races on his list, don't he?
Yeah,
yeah.
Maybe racism isn't hating, I guess. So maybe we need to do another topic of biggest racists in anime. But
yeah,
you can find a lot of them. You can find a lot of them.
A lot of haters, yo.
It's a lot of haters in anime and cartoons. But yeah, man, that's all my topics. There was an additional topic that I wanted to get into, but we're gonna say that one for another episode because that one is gonna be maybe probably the next episode. Portrayal of black characters in anime and manga. That's a topic that I feel like is one of my favorites that we could really go deep into because it's a lot of good. I won't say it's a lot of good options, but the options that are out there are some quality options for good portrayals. Also probably some bad portrayals too, but yeah, we're gonna say that one for the next episode. Anything else anybody has to say before we wrap it up?
No, man, we had a good one.
Yeah, a good one and a long one. We went over, but I mean, it's not we didn't do too bad. We didn't do too.
Yeah, we started a little rough, but yo, we finished strong. That's all that matters. Just like My Hero. There you go.
Man, why don't be trying to stomp on the legacy of My Hero before it is only one day that has been over, bro.
It's going to be remembered better than it started.
If you're trying to, I'm gonna add on an asterisk to what D said. Like My Hero, if you're a soft-hearted individual that's only okay with being friends with your ops.
Damn. I mean, bro, we are anime fans. Like, is that not what we see all the time?
You don't see Power of Friendship going on in Jujutsu Kaisen.
Naruto taught no jutsu.
Naruto's boring though. Like I said last week.
All right, Bleach. You remember Ichigo was when he fought Ginjo. You remember Ginjo damn near ruined his life. Ginjo damn near ruined his life. You remember him and Tsukishima basically manipulated everybody's memories, turned his whole friend group and family against him, while he was powerless. I don't know.
Dragon Ball too.
But he remember he requested that Ginjo be buried when Soul Society did not want to bury him. Soul Society wanted to keep his body and would do whatever they were gonna do with it, but Ichigo was like, nah, he deserves a proper burial. So Ichigo was not always one to hate his ops. Despite all the bad shit that a lot of his ops did to him, he could have killed a lot of characters in the entire series. Did not kill a lot of them characters because he did not see everybody as an op. I even go first, huh?
He only had one real op.
I mean, he had a lot of ops. I mean, Soul Society arc. Remember Byakuya? You remember damn near killed him. You remember when they fought
Waco Mundo. He almost died in Waco Mundo too.
Yeah, and Okiora. You remember when he came out of his hollow form? He was like, Okiora, we got to finish our fight. Okiora faded away. He was like, nigga, like you can't fade away. Like, we got to finish our fight. Ichigo was not always like, hey, I got to kill you because you did something to me. And you said Jujutsu Kaisen. Did Itadori not in the very beginning try to convince one of the ops to not be an op? You remember old dude that Mahito killed?
Yeah, but he was already
his
friends
friend
with
first.
old dude.
Okay, cool. That's fine. All right. So we go that way with it. All right. So
yeah,
I agree. Jujutsu Kaisen is a series where it's not. Jujutsu Kaisen is a series where you don't have the talk no jutsu, power of friendship, all of that. But at the same time, I think that most shonen anime does involve a level of convincing characters that are villains to become heroes, or convincing characters that are villains that villainy is not the way.
I agree with you 100%.
You know, so that's why I say that My Hero. I agree that you would have loved to see a all-out brawl between Deku and Shigaraki in the end, and let that be it. But I mean, it tracks with a lot of anime. We just don't see characters just write off their villains as being villains, and got to kill them. So I don't know. It's weird.
It tracks with Deku though too. He went
the
whole series trying to make sure people be better than what they're portraying themselves as.
Deku is literally Batman.
Superman is like that too, as a comic book character. Superman is like, I'd rather not have to kill people. I'd rather you go to jail and repent, or what I'm saying? Like Superman could kill a lot of folks. He could knock your head off your shoulders pretty easily, but he won't. But he doesn't.
He chooses not to.
But he chooses not to, not for the same reasons as Batman, I think, but for very altruistic reasons. I mean, Batman believes in law and order and justice. I think Superman believes that people are redeemable.
Deku go, hey, young man, put that blunt down. Hey, come on, let's walk down the street. Just put it up. We can make bygone be bygone. Batman gonna beat your ass.
Yeah, Batman he wants you in prison, but he don't think you're redeemable. Batman wants you in Arkham. He wants you in Arkham. You know what I'm saying? Superman think you're redeemable. You could do better. You could be better. But Deku, I think, is like he thought that Shigaraki. It's funny. Like if he didn't have to kill Shigaraki, could Shigaraki be redeemed? I don't think he could have been redeemed. He did a lot of fucked up shit. But
he couldn't.
At the same time, it's like, damn, like Deku, was Deku, if Shigaraki did not die and fade away the way he did, what would have been the end game for Deku? Is like, you still got to kill him.
Yeah.
How do you? Because look at what happened with All for One. They locked him up, and he was manipulating shit from behind the scenes the whole time.
True.
So it's like, I think, and this is just my personal philosophy. I mean, we all got different, moral codes and stuff. I mean, but I say, man, there's a line you cross where I got to kill you in order to save lives in the future. That's what Batman don't do, right? It's like he could have killed the Joker to save a lot of future lives, but
that was the whole situation between Batman and Red Hood. Red Hood was like, "Hey, man, not the Penguin, not even Iceman, but Joker.
Yeah,
you let him live.
Yeah,
you could save everybody else, but you can't let him live.
Yeah, it's a line you cross. Shigaraki's too dangerous to let him exist. That his quirk could. I feel like if Shigaraki let his quirk go unrestricted, he could destroy the whole planet. Maybe it's a hot take, but you remember his quirk spreads like uncontrollably. He touches the ground, and everything connected to the ground will decay. That's people standing on it, buildings, everything connected to the ground will decay. So he could destroy all of Japan. He could sink Japan if he wanted to, I feel like. So I feel like unrestricted Shigaraki could destroy everything. And that was his goal. You remember, All for One wanted to rule. Shigaraki just wanted to destroy.
Yeah, that's why they wanted All for One to take over. They're like, yo, we need him to take over. He needs subjects.
Yeah.
We can deal with that.
All for One wanted to be the Demon King, the Demon Lord. But Shigaraki just wanted to just fuck shit up. Crash out. I don't know. So, but I respect it. I mean, if this episode has been, primarily about My Hero Academia, I could respect y'all's takes and y'all's opinions because I see the flaws in the series and I see the flaws in like what happened, like with the plot. But it'll still go down as one of the best superhero stories ever. I mean, you look at Superman and you look at all these other series and like,
something?
Yeah.
You saying that just made me think about something.
Yeah.
In a couple years, when people go to recommend anime to people and they go, well, what do you recommend like to get me started?
My Hero.
What kind of things do you like? Well, I kind of like superheroes. My Hero is probably gonna be that show.
My Hero
people recommend to get people started.
It's a good barrier of entry.
I'll raise this to you, man. When we was kids, we all anime unks, right? When we was kids, people talk about anime. What's the first thing you think of? You think of Dragon Ball Z. So you another little boy in your third grade class, y'all talking, and he like, I want to get into anime. Like, what should I watch? Dragon Ball, right? And so I think that a whole generation of kids that grew up on My Hero are going to probably recommend My Hero as their series that made them get into this whole thing, this whole medium. It's not going to be, that's the funny thing. JJK, as popular as it is, it's not going to be a whole generation of kids recommending JJK to other kids because JJK is
too complicated.
It's complicated, but it's also an adult series. Yeah, it's the dark.
Yeah.
But My Hero is going to be a whole generation of kids. There's going to be like, there's going to be their thing. There's going to be their story. And I that's what I love. Like I said, I hope we get to live a lot longer, all of us. I hope we get to see our 80s and 90s because I want to see what the little kids, what our little grandkids and, maybe even great grandkids, what they going to be watching, what's going to be their thing. What series we don't know that's going to be created that's going to become their thing.
True.
But yeah, all right, we're gonna wrap it up, man. We 2 hours and 20 minutes in, y'all.
Sounds good.
We was cooking.
This episode was a special episode, man. This was a special episode.
Yeah, man.
So we're gonna give it that.
Yeah, man.
But we can go ahead and wrap. We can wrap this up. All right, that's it for another episode of the Anime Unks podcast. This was episode 4. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Again, we're glad having you.
All right. Peace out.
Peace.
A beat by Joby, feel like Obi-Wan Kenobi, cause I'm a star and they can't hold me like I'm Kobe in the fourth. Yeah, nothing is ever forced. We headed straight to the source. No middleman, little man. Let me show you